everybody, I'm Luna. Good morning. I want to talk to you today about the Mystical Wisdom Oracle deck. This is by Gay Guthrie, and this is with Josephine Wall's art, which was the main reason why I was in the market for some Josephine Wall. I'm a huge fan of hers. I don't have any prints or art of hers, but I do have, I was like, I don't have anything of hers. Actually, I have a puzzle box, a really awesome little puzzle, and then I have this, her iris, oh my gosh, I mouse pad. I was like, this one's like 10 years old. I feel like I need to probably get a new one. But anyway, huge fan of hers, but my mouse pad's not as vibrant. But her art is so ethereal, fairy-like. It's just beautiful, beautiful, super gorgeous to look at. And so again, I was like, okay, I noticed that there's a couple decks that use her artwork, and so I was in the market for, I was either going to get the Nature's Wisdom or Mystical Wisdom, and at my local metaphysical shop they were like, no, get this one. So I was like, okay, I'm sold. You know, I'm not too picky. I just want her artwork, and I'm so glad I did, because this deck ended up being more than I was expecting, and in a really good way. It was like it's like a mixed bag with it. Well, first of all, okay, box is very nice, very beautiful, and the little white book is amazing. It's I use it for every time where do I start? Okay, so I do lots, obviously, tarot readings, and I use this deck. I don't really like it on its own for bigger spreads. I mean, it's nice. I'm not saying like don't do it, but it's not my favorite way I've been enjoying this deck. I'm gonna show you the backings. Beautiful backings, and these are large cards, but they're not too bad to shuffle with. They're pretty, nice. They bend very easily. Excuse me. But this little booklet, there are some, ways to read, what to do for reversals, and this they recommend. I don't read with reversals usually, and I usually just end up, if it is reversed when I'm reading with it, I just put a little extra priority on that card and where it's in the spread. But there's some awesome little spreads, the Celtic Cross, and I've done, I've played with all of them, but the favorite way I love doing this is like I usually before bed will pull, do a daily pull and read from the guidebook. And I was going to show you, so this is my card I pulled last night. This is Creative Wonderment, and so I'll have the card and then Follow Your Passion, and it's super awesome. But the other thing about this, if I'm reading for myself or for others, like obviously I'll look at the artwork, but this artwork already existed. It was already pre-existing, and then they made the cards from that. So it's not like, every little symbol is like more of the general feel of the card. Normally like with a tarot deck or an oracle deck that's specifically created for this message, it's like, okay, I'll really look deeply at that card. But not to say it, I don't know. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. But if the card's made for the message, then it's like, okay, every little symbol I'm going to look at, try to, get just pull out as much meaning as I can. But in this case, it's more like, oh, this is gorgeous Josephine Wall art. I love it. And, there's like lots of details, but we'll say, okay, with an oracle deck, I'll rely on the card more than the guidebook. Does that make sense? Like the priority is like, okay, what's the message I'm getting straight from the cards, and then I'll look at the guidebook to add flavor. And with this deck, I'm reading the guidebook as priority, and then looking at the card just to get a little bit more meaning for myself. So there we go. So the priority is on the guidebook with this, and the guidebook is really awesome. So like here, let's see. So I'll show you, the card, the message that's on the card, a really awesome paragraph that's so beautiful. It's it's always uplifting. It's like a nice way to just put a spin on it. So whatever card you're pulling, and these messages the messages are just so good. They're good. And the mantras, I've actually loved the mantras. It's just always ends up being the message I need to hear. And when I do multiple card spreads with this, it's usually in conjunction with really good tarot. Well, they're really good. Of course they're good. A really good tarot spread, and so with my tarot spreads, I might pull one card, and in some cases, if I have time, like if I'm doing my own readings for myself, I'll do an oracle card for each position of the tarot. I was trying to think. I did like a life purpose spread and a spirit guide spread where I was pulling a tarot card, and I was pulling a card from here, and then also an additional card from the Vessel deck, Oracle deck, which I love too, and it's just helped really flesh out such beautiful messages, and I just absolutely loved it. So when I have time, I'll pull them all. Otherwise, I'll just pull one card. And I like my daily draws right before bed, just to, and I'll put it on my bedside table, and the image is beautiful, and it's just gorgeous, it's just beautiful. So I hope that makes sense. I was like, I don't know how everyone else uses Oracle decks. I just know for me, like the other Oracle decks, I can look at the card and not have to rely on the guidebook so much. But this deck, I really need this guidebook. The messages in it are just there. It's like I wouldn't be able to pull that. I don't feel like I could get that message from the card itself. And so, yeah. With that said, so I'll show you some of them. There's a couple of angel cards. I think there's 3, but the rest of them are good. And there's only one negative, like one scary card. So, which is good. Here it is, but it's not really that bad. 7 Deadly Sins. It's just a nice perspective. So if you're looking for a nice warm and fuzzy, but it's not just warm and fuzzy, there's a lot of depth to it too. But if you're just looking for something that's not going to be like, oh gosh, I'm not in the mood for shadow work today, then this is your deck. It's so awesome. Again, it's been amazing, this card. I've been pulling a lot lately. I think it's telling me to go vegan. But don't convince me. And again, a lot of the cards obviously match up. It's not like it's random, random images with the messages. They do flow well together, but I'm just saying the guidebook, I have to have the guidebook. It just is what it is, but I love it. I love it. And I'm all about, having some intense, decks and doing shadow work too, but there's a place for this. And yeah, follow your intuition. Oh, beautiful. So, how many cards? I think there's 44 cards in this deck. It's nice. It's like I've been working with it for a few months and haven't pulled all the cards. And they're beautiful. Her artwork is gorgeous. I love how colorful it is. So I'm not going to go through them all, but these are, I'll just give you, at least you guys get the idea that like this is a very, very supportive deck. It's, again, it is amazing in conjunction with the tarot, like a tarot spread. And it just, honestly, there was, when I was doing the life purpose spread, I was test running one, and oh my gosh, the message for one of the positions, there's Iris. Yeah, it's like, see? Oh, I love it. I was like, I saw this image first and fell in love with her art. Where was I going? Yeah, I was doing the life purpose spread, and one of the cards, I love this. It was just, I don't know, it's just so impactful. I even teared up a little bit when I was doing my spirit guide reading, and I pulled Archangel Gabriel. Here's a good one. In case you need a reminder. Gotta relax sometimes. But these are beautiful. So if you are wondering if you want to get this, I really recommend it. It was a lot more than it's, it's not fluffy in the sense. The messages are so good. Gay did a very good job. Here's a beautiful one. Go with the flow. Yeah, these are just, it's good messages. It's, if you are going through a hard time with something and not sure or stressed out or worried, these are beautiful little messages, and, they help me go to sleep better. It's beautiful. Sometimes sometimes the messages that you need is like, just, don't take it all so seriously and have fun. So, yep, I have loved it. Here's the last 2. And it shuffles really well. It's decent cardstock. The backings are beautiful. Oh, and I can pull a card for you guys really quickly. And then read a message so you can get an idea. Choo. There we go. Dove. Take a leap of faith. Ooh. Let's see. I'm going to pull right to it. So, the sacred dove serves as a reminder that there is always hope, new possibilities, and miracles just waiting around the corner. Enjoy each day as an adventure and live each moment to the fullest. Take a leap of faith and trust where the universe is taking you. This is your time to seize your unlimited potential and embrace yourself for new beginnings, adventure, and joy. And your mantra is, I live in peace, accept miracles, and embrace new possibilities. Yeah. So, yeah. You understand now, right? So, excuse me. So I hope you enjoyed and highly recommend if you're interested. And I'll be doing some more reviews. So hope you enjoy. Bye.